Hello, this is Dry Oasis. I'm your host. And these two, as always, are my two co-hosts, Kirby and Sterlix. Say hello, Kirby and Sterlix. Hello. Boom. And as always, I hope that you've had a great day so far. And if not, I hope the rest of your day is better or tomorrow is better for you. And, yep, as for my stream tomorrow, well, I might be doing some restreaming when I go to a Dave and Buster's here and there, but that's besides the point. Right now, I'm going to do another kind of thing with a friend of mine. So let's get into that. All right, and hello there, FuzzyCow, once more.
Hey, Dre, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Hold
All
on.
right, everything working out over there?
Yep, everything's working out. Although I just need to make sure that they don't hear you too much through the audio things.
Oh,
But
want me to blow out their ears?
don't worry, I took care of what I needed to now. So, anyways, let's see here. So, let's see here. You were talking about the new Edge of Eternity stuff for Magic the Gathering, right?
Sure. Yeah. So I was just saying that that it's ending, right? The last draft was last night.
Hmm.
Our next set is Spider-Man, which is kind of exciting. Spider-Man's a big set. Apparently, it's the first of a few Marvel sets. I'm sure everyone is aware of what the Marvel property is. Those are the superhero guys. And so they're coming to Magic. And this is the first one. This one's going to be a small set, which is kind of interesting.
Well,
because it's going to be a small set, they're changing the draft rules. So I don't know how I feel exactly, but I'm sure they'll figure it out.
well,
they've been doing pretty good lately in terms of consistent draft formats.
All right, let's see here. Well, interesting you did say that about Spider-Man because I knew from the instant the Soul Stone was like there, I was like, they have to do other Marvel sets. They can't just leave it at that.
Yeah, so they announced that they have a contract for 3 sets. Everyone says that they're going to have more than that because of this Soul Stone announcement.
Yeah, I'm very doubtful they'll just put the other 5 in. Yeah, did you say 2 or 3 sets?
There is a confirmation that they have had contracts for 3 sets.
All right, so they'll have one stone in one of the sets, and then split off 2 in the other 2. That sounds weird. I feel like it's gonna have to be more than just 3 more sets. At least another 2.
They may have 5. They may have 20. It's not for me to tell. I just know that they're contracted to have 3. I think the second set has been announced as X-Men, which is just kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have Deadpool in it.
So there actually is a Deadpool card. Deadpool, the trading card. It's a very popular commander card because it's a card that steals texts. It's an interesting way because you can kind of steal somebody else's commander and do their thing. And Deadpool is a very popular card.
Yeah.
Popular character.
Yeah, but character variations. I mean, they did some stuff like that for Final Fantasy and the upcoming. Man, this year has been like really fatal for me because not only did I get into this with Final Fantasy, now I'm hearing there's Spidey Man and later on Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm like, gosh darn it, Magic, you've got me.
Yeah, they've got some pretty good, pretty What are they? IPs? Pretty good IPs.
They got really,
for this.
they got a really good amount of crossover potential. I'm like, dang it.
But at the start of the year, in January, there's going to be Lorwyn. Have you heard of Lorwyn?
Lorwyn. What is that?
It's a Magic original IP. It's one of the first ones. It's basically like knights and fairy tales, but it's not knights and fairy tales because that's technically Eldraine. But like it's in that vibe.
Hmm.
So it's got like changelings and fairies and stuff. So I'm curious if it's like, you know, Irish and Norse. I don't think it's Norse, but Irish and like Scottish mythology. But
Oh,
you know,
oh yeah, I almost forgot about the one thing I need to do with you.
mm-hmm.
Hold on a moment. Let's see here. Much. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm finally sharing the screen with you. Sorry about that.
You good?
Anyways, let's see here. We talked about any. I forgot what else we talked about before then. Except for just magic and so on. Did we talk?
I heard that there's big SummerSlam news.
Oh, you didn't watch SummerSlam?
No, I didn't watch SummerSlam.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Cody Rhodes defeated John Cena to get back his title. Let's see here. Brock Lesnar returned at the end of night to just to say, "Hey, I'm going to challenge you, Cena, later on." Even though Brock was part of that little scandal thing a while ago. Let's see here. CM Punk defeated Gunther at night one for the main event of SummerSlam, but Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank and is now the current, let's see here, whatever championship he currently has, the World Heavyweight Championship. And so yeah. So Cody Rhodes isn't facing anyone over at Clash in Paris because he welcomed his new child into the world, so he's off there. So what else is there? Cena's facing Cena at Clash of Cena is facing Logan Paul at Clash Paris. And Seth Rollins is facing Jey Uso, LA Knight, and CM Punk in a four-way later on that state. Oh, and yesterday, Sami Zayn defeated... Darn it. Trying to think about it. Sami Zayn defeated... Let's see here. Hold on, for whatever reason, the name is blanking a draw. Solo Sikoa, there we are. For the US Championship. It's his first time that he's won it ever since 10 he finally holds it after 10 years later when he first faced John Cena.
It's a pretty big change.
Yeah, it really is. Now, let's see here. Alright, I guess we should finally continue on from where we were.
Would you mind closing the stream? Sorry, not the stream, but like the Discord stream and then resharing?
Oh, yeah, hold on a moment.
Yep. little bit of technical difficulty today.
All right. I'm going to share the Streamlabs desktop theme. All right.
All right, looks good.
All right, hold on a moment. I just need to put on my Switch 2. Come on, you. Hold on a moment. Switch 2 is being non-conformative right now. Maybe it was... Hold on a moment. Maybe it's... Oh, I see why my Switch is... Here we are. Let's try that again. There we are. Oh yeah, I forgot I was playing Dave the Diver. It's actually a really fun game.
That's like the one that's a lot of mini games, right?
Hold on a moment. My TV just said... My TV thought it was funny to do that. Hold on a moment. Right. Oh darn it! I've been playing this off stream that I eventually will need to stream that eventually. Let's see here. Yeah, I've been playing all of these games so far. Definitely need to update. Oh, if you're wondering, this was via Game Share. I'm basically doing a GM thing with other friends.
Cool.
Yeah.
My GM is a pretty fun or pretty interesting feature of the WWE games.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's a different way to play for sure.
Anyways, I think it's high time. What? Hold on a moment. That can't be.
Do you want to stop sharing your screen? Stop sharing your screen?
Yeah.
Figure this part out.
Yeah. Hold on a moment. Let's see here.
Sorry. No, some of this is
no problem.
Personal information. All right, looks like you're still sharing your screen on Twitch. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Oh. I should have at least like hid it from my viewers. Hold on a minute.
All right, looks good now.
All right. Let's see here. Hopefully this is the one that's right. Because if not, I think we... Hopefully it's... Let me check to see if it's the right one. Okay, it is the right one. Good. Alright.
Nice.
Because I had like 2 backup things. Alright. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to the trial. We're going to the trial. We're going to the trial. Oh, right. Let's see here. Can you see Streamlabs?
1 second. Sorry, it's still trying to load your stream.
All right.
Could you close the Discord stream again
Sure.
and share it one more time?
Share the screen. All right, that works.
Perfect.
Yay.
Where do you want me to be?
What do you mean by that?
I see your stream through Discord, so you can control visibility, which means if you are showing your screen, then you'll all see it.
All right. Wait, why am I showing? Am I showing YouTube? Hold on a moment. I need. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hold on a moment. Supposed to share my screen. Streamlabs Discord thing.
There it is.
There we are.
See Streamlabs Discord.
Alright. I don't know why it turned on to my YouTube of all things, but yeah, let's. So yeah, I'm gonna load this and.
December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Alright, let's see here. So, just to reiterate the whole case so far, Russell Berry, the ringmaster, dead, found outside of the... Oopsie.
Outside in the snow, right? So
Outside in the snow, outside of the residential area where all of his friends were sleeping the night, for the night. Two witnesses thought they saw Max outside because Max Galactica outside, yeah, because of the 3 symbols he's known for wearing. Let's see here. One of them, both of their accounts were disproven because of the problems with the symbols and all of that. But a big game changer for during the clown's testimony was basically that Max Galactica was flying. Hold on a moment. Anyways, let's see here. Russell Berry was found laying dead above this box. Don't know what the importance of it is so far.
The box contained like a salt shaker, right?
It was full of pepper.
Pepper.
Yep. Let's see here. Anyways, the ringmaster was found dead right outside of the lodging house. Right over there, on the right. Anyways, there's more information as there was an incident 6 years ago in which 2 trapeze artists, Acro and Bat, were involved with this lion incident where Leon the lion bit Acro's brother because Regina Russell's daughter dared. Well, actually, no, he didn't dare him, but Bat
was kind of flirting, right? And
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
show how brave he was, and so he put an appendage in the lion's mouth.
he put his
Um,
head he put his head in the lion's mouth and
Yeah.
said, if I can do that trick that you usually do, then you will go on a date with me. A stupid date, a stupid dare, but unfortunately Leon bit Bats and he lays unconscious to this day. But while trying to fight off the lion, Leon bit Acro, so Acro has been wheelchair bound ever since. And let's see here. Pepper within this wooden box, and Max Galactica was basically given a bust because he won a huge tournament thing. Anyways, by the way, you can wait. What? Turned off. Let's see here. Live chat replay was turned off. Huh? That's weird. That's interesting. Let's see here. Live chat. Disposition. Save there. Show chat replay. Okay. That's gonna be interesting, but enough about. I guess that it can only be. People can only chat via Twitch right now. I guess some kind of mild technical difficulty. Wait, hold on a moment. Oh wait, never mind. It's good on my end. I think it was on the other side. Or at least the other one. Anyways. Anyways. It seems like because of the whole lion incident, Ekro really has it against Regina for this incident.
Yeah,
so
Regina might have a darker side than her precious exterior appears to present.
Anyways,
Regina kind of seems like a bit of a pinwheel in this whole situation. A lot of things seem to revolve around her. She's in a bit of a love triangle, for lack of a better phrase, between the guy, the
Max
main character guy,
Max Galactica.
Yep, Max Galactica, and the mannequin man. Finn.
Yep, Benjamin Woodman. Well, it's more like Trilo. Let's see here. Moments girls. Anyways, good morning, Max. Wait, who voiced Max? It's been a long time. I think it was me.
I think it was you as well.
All right. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Oh wait, it was you. I forgot that you voiced Regina.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that? Wow, serious? Seriously? We're going to let Regina watch what unfolds here? Even though it's about the murder? Okay.
So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end.
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. She's kind of sheltered like this. Hmm?
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtains. See you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there!
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Around, and nothing's ever gonna keep you down. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya! Everybody, let's go! Let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. Hello, can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to ya, Governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms don't lack higher brain function. Ha 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 ha! Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So, how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprits. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. And not a kidney, though. He needs that. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's going to be tough. Well, anyway, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Oh, jeepers. Well, I don't think that's a really good idea to bring a sheltered girl like her to the courts. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Dane, I never thought Mo to be a realist.
December 30th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 2.
Rebel, rebel, rebel! Rebel, 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 rebel!
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise a previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly from the scene of the crime.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
Order, order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. In explanation, the prosecution will present if the need to so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. He's probably not going to use it anyways.
Very well. Call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Ah, birdies.
Name and occupation.
And don't let this be like that movie Chicago.
Ken Tingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as the acrobat at Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness room is near the crime scene. Well, I guess that's my room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica, but I only saw him from behind. That's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. The witness testimony matches up with that of the clown.
What was he still in a dream? Snake Eater. By the way, the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater game has been really good so far. Anyways.
If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing of things, Mr. Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Oh yeah, I think we forgot to bring that up, but apparently Miles Edgeworth is dead.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Ms. Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Nuh-uh.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
Cross-examination. Alright, so first off, it's going to be a press. Which more do we need information from?
So this one's a little interesting. How would he know that it's 10 o'clock?
Sure, let's see. You said you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes, I can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with the testimony. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window.
Do we need more information here?
I don't think so. Then a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by the window.
What about here?
I don't think so. I guess let's press here and define flying.
Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure.
Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human.
Damn, I just straightened his testimony. I wonder if accurate statement jives with the facts.
I'm unaware of a mannequin disappearing, right?
Yeah, we'd have no proof of that yet, I believe.
So...
Nothing currently wrong.
I don't think there's anything wrong. What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction. You should tread lightly.
It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like.
I mean, let's see here. I think we
If we press this one, we can get the confirmation that it's through the use of the 3 symbols, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only problem here. The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window?
The safety light lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there's only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white rose on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? Clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
The more I press it, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with this latest bit of testimony. Alright, so let's see here. Let's look over this. Now, we almost forgot about something here.
So, I think I know where you're going. The silk hat was found at the scene of the crime, which means the hat had to have fallen off, which means the silhouette would not have had a hat.
Yeah, there's clearly a contradiction. There was a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult, considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found at this scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Nuh-uh. I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hats.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Order! Order! Objection. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking.
Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth. Now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
What do you think we're gonna do?
It's a big commitment. Acro has a grudge against Max. I have a hard time figuring out what that would be.
Alright.
I know that Benjamin has a grudge against Max. I'm sure almost everybody has a grudge against Max. But Acro's grudge is against the ringleader, not Max.
Well, it's against Regina specifically, not the ringleader.
Sure.
The ringleader took Acro and Baden when they were kids.
If we say that Arrow is the real culprit, that's a big commitment.
What? I mean, we did say that we were going to do it, so...
Yeah, I think that that's where we're going. But that's a big commitment. I was not ready to make this commitment.
Same here. Same here. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Stealing the cookies from the cookie jar. Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor, and don't call me Shirley.
Ha ha ha. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at the audience's heart and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He is calm enough for it to be almost scary.
Ow! 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 Acro, can you stop getting this bird to attack me? He is staying rather calm and collected. Ow! 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 And collected.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusations? I really don't need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright's just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
She's right! Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man! Phoenix is a poopy head!
See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery. That's how you do it. I don't think there's enough of this little game. I think that's enough of this little game. Got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter that as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Nah, dog. Acro is himself. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
Nuh-uh. You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There is no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Order! Order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I don't stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it!
Mr. Phoenix Wright. This witness is the killer. Then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? So he should be... like, where the murder happened, right?
Alright. I'm going to give you a very big hint. Think about Acro's condition right now.
Okay. So, he can use his arms, but he cannot use his legs.
Right.
He's also an acrobat, which implies that he knows some elements of, for lack of a better phrase, walking a tightrope, right?
Right.
So my theory is that there's like this rope that goes between his apartment and like maybe the wall, and he's able to like pull himself up along that rope. That's my theory. I have no hard evidence of this. Like, none.
Let's try over. Let's try and see how this works. There's no way he was anywhere but exactly right here.
In the plaza. He was at the scene of the crime itself? You're right, though. The murderer would have to have met the victim. Objection!
Ah, ow!
Miss Von Karma, stop it.
Stop it right now.
You will be quiet and refrain from striking people. We get it! The judge finally protects us from Von Karma! The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Not to mention that Mr. Phoenix Wright just said.
What I just said?
There was no accomplice, remember?
Yeah, you're right. You think I could get another chance?
Wait just 1 minute. Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well.
Arg.
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingling?
Alright, so, where was he this time?
I'm going to talk for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
Now, one of the stranger aspects was that Max was seen by Benjamin going to the thing, right?
It could have either been the Ringmaster or Maximilian.
Correct, you're right. So, the Ringmaster wearing Maximilian's getup is seen going towards this this plaza area, right?
Yep.
And my understanding is at that time he was already carrying the pepper in a box.
Actually, Benjamin never said anything about that box.
Okay.
The box
So
was just there.
somewhere there has to have been a box with pepper picked up.
Or maybe it was never picked up at all. It was just there.
Well, the same box is like the stronghold box that holds all the money, right?
It holds the one that has the pepper.
Yeah. This is a puzzle. Where was Mr. Dingling such that he could commit the murder? And also, well, like, he's gotta be in his room, right?
Let's try over here.
So he has to be in his room, because he can't leave his room.
Yep. He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. I mean, those stairs be darned, and apparently that place isn't handicap viable. Like it has no elevator. It's like really cruel to be living there if you were like someone with some wheelchair-bound person. They should have at least updated that for the regulations. But that's neither here or there. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts? What do you say, Mr. Dingley? Or what say you, Mr. Dingley? It's an interesting theory.
A game theory? Thanks for watching. That's it?
Considering what you propose, it is impossible. Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point.
Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Whoa. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? Can't even leave my room. I obviously can't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. I'm already starving for some chips. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. You can't mess up here. I gotta give this one some serious thought. Sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
We have enough evidence. I'm going to...
So this one's a trick. One of the things that we talked about is how he didn't have the box, but he was hit over the head, right? Can we read how the ringmaster died?
Hold on a moment. I'm going to present some evidence.
So, what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
Alright, so... Okay, so... Let's see here. Whoopie-doop. blunt force trauma to the back of the head. So he was
Yeah.
struck with something heavy.
Okay.
Let's see what stuff is heavy to knock out the remaster. Nope.
Not that one.
Nope.
Probably not that one.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Probably
Nope.
not.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's not money.
Imagine.
The monkey. Money would not kill anybody.
Yeah. Nope, that guy's dead.
Yep.
Nope.
So that's the one, right? But
Yeah.
if it's in the back of the head,
Yeah, how would that work if...
how would he have fallen on top of it?
Nope. Nope. Wait a minute. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Think it's the trophy?
I mean, what else is that big? Or specifically,
This did go missing, right?
yeah, it was supposed to be in the cafeteria, but it left up and somehow disappeared.
Yeah. I think that's it then.
Yep.
I gotcha. Okay. So, new theory. New theory. The thing that that Monty saw, Mo, thank you, Mo. The thing that Mo saw was basically this bronze statue attached to a rope
Yeah.
with a cape attached to it, being pulled up.
That's a nice theory. Let's see what it goes, but it would definitely explain how it could look like Max. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Gravity got to the ringmaster.
Ah!
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian's Galactica's ample bust. Phrasing.
Order. So you're saying the bust fell on the ringmaster?
Rather simple crime. Even if he were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something just like the bust.
Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well,
Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run away from the... Ow!
I'd watch what you say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case.
Screw his mental health. Let's just bring out this.
I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say?
On Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. Objection! There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled.
Darn it! Why can't he see things once? Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingerman, I'm sorry, but you need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you.
Or that woman will sink to any load to win a case.
Acura's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I had a strong upper body from working out as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'm gonna stare at you. I still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
Grr. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Alright? So, let's reconvene at 4:20. Haha.
Okay, sounds good.
So we can get ourselves a little bit of a refresher and all of that. So, yeah.
All right,
Or at least,
see you then.
See you then. So, right. I haven't used this in a while. Oh, forgot I haven't used that. Nope, that's huh. You capture device. Where do you go? Oh, I guess it's behind the curtain. Let's see here. Can I see? I have to put in here. And I'm on time. All right. is it? I have like 20 minutes. Whatever. Oopsie doopsie. That was more than. Which one? Now back to rework. Hey there, I am back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yay. Alright, so back to the game. Echo's physical state. Alright, so basically we're just pointing this. We're just saying, hey, do we have anything that contradicts the fact that, or at least, what makes us think that it could have been possible to locate the location of the Ringmaster's head?
So I think that's the box, or specifically probably the salt shaker. It has some secret meaning.
Well, let's see. You were actually right about the box. Crow, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
Oh, I'm driving with this car that you can't use because you're wheelchair bound. Nah. Wait. You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Objection. Your silly hiding it. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job of hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Why am I being picked on? Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box, quote-unquote.
The same wooden box the victim was found hunched over?
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the Ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the moment that the Ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean... If the bust were to fall on a point marked out by the wooden box...
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
No.
Yes. No. Yes.
Order! 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 This is unbelievable.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. So I gotta just keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dinkling, of course. He connected it to a rope, then all he had to do was lower it down.
Ow!
Ow!
Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix
Ow,
Wright.
ow, ow, ow!
The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature.
So the most peculiar feature is the contents of the box.
Let's try it. Do you recall what was inside the wooden box?
There was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it.
Well...
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I don't see any relationship between the location of his head and the box's contents.
Correct. I think I might have outthought myself. No, Nick, you didn't think enough.
Mr. Wright.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, the thing that would determine that this guy's head is in the right place
Yep.
is probably the weight of the box. He has to pick it up from a certain angle. He has to pick it up so that it's balanced.
Yep. The box has a remarkable weight.
Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box would have required.
Oh, I see. Would have squat down and lift up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you would have had to squat down. You'd have to squat down, which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool.
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore?
Heard what you've had to say. Must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. You didn't do it. Did you place this wooden box in this plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
Of course I remember. It was on the top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember that one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice.
Arg!
Tell us exactly how he how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
Nope.
Yikes!
Nope.
This one's a good one.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
So, this is the one that I think it is. He is attracted to shiny objects.
Let's
20
see.
pounds is pretty significant, though.
Uh,
A monkey?
everybody knows Monkey. Money, he loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own accord, and then brought it back home.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room. I think we forgot about that.
Acro's room? Objection. But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny.
Wahaha!
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. Zane, that thing is strong enough to take a huge bus like that and drag it all the way to Acro's room with barely little to no scratches.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order. I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where is this bust in question at this moment?
Oh yeah, they haven't found the murder weapon, so that's something.
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. That's rather strange turn of events. But let's say the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used. That's the murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron.
Yeah, I thought it was a fool, but you fooled me.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. Forgot that your friend spotted... You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime.
Ah!
There was no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
Alright, so... think about this one in a very... not inconvenient, like... open... Let's see here,
Yeah,
out of the box...
The murderer is the bust wearing the cape, right?
He saw Max's... Ow!
I asked, who was the other person Mo saw at the scene? That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection! Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouettes. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
How is this possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach the cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands.
Idiot, who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree?
So, he caught me.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That's a weird one.
Try to think outside of the box.
So, we know that the cloak was being worn by the guy, right? The ringmaster.
Yep.
So he had the cloak.
Yep.
Then he gets hit in the head with this.
Okay, I'm going to give you a straight answer. Let's present him. You'll see all this crazy shenanigans later on.
Fool. Him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying.
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust?
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Gray? Explain yourself.
Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. We're gonna go back in time! Alright, see how this is laid out. It's going to be... This is going to be crazy shenanigans. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppets, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. that's when Echo took his chance and released the rope. And now watch this craziness. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, ta-da! Now look how see how strange that looks?
Yeah. You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be.
It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Ms. Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet.
What?
The impact of the bus on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Echo naturally went about pulling up their murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. Ta-da! It's being dragged up. And that is how the magical murder disappearing into the night came to be. See how ridiculous that was? And why this case is regarded as one of the worst? By so many coincidences, that was extremely lucky for Acro.
Yeah, I mean, if Mo saw just the decapitated upper body or upper half of Max's body rising up, it wouldn't be nearly as elaborate or as good a testimony against Max.
Yeah, it's all this game's logic is one of the strangest of all of Ace Attorney. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. Mind games? He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now.
So,
what now?
you've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. Do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well.
What about the power of love? It's a curious theme. But man, can't believe that Back to the Future is 40 years old.
Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence. Just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about most eyewitness accounts. Unusual? Contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam.
It's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Alright, so think about the a few contradictions or so that happens during most testimony.
Wow, that was a little bit ago. So...
Hold on, I'll just explain it to you. Think about the theme Max Galactica has. We've been over this for a while.
Yeah, the rose, the hat, and the cloak.
Yep.
I don't see the rose. I don't see the hat. Or sorry, the only thing we have is the hat, right?
Yep. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in most testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other.
But the theory I presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool, do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus's. You know what I mean.
But makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what the ventriloquist said in court? He said he saw the witness White Rose on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like you to see and try to explain that one away.
Can you do it, Nick? Of course. I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the incident when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust.
Ah!
Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a little absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research the circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you understood why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Hmm. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
What did we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive.
Seems like this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Alright, to be continued. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember my thoughts about this. Alright, so... Alright, let's see here. Hold on while I just think about it. Because I don't exactly remember how long this part of the case was, so... Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Let's see here. Alright, so some gameplay says that it goes on for at least perhaps 39 minutes, so we could probably end this up by 6 o'clock, depending on things. So
I have to make dinner tonight, so I don't think I can go till 6.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair enough. We'll continue this on at a later day anyways, because this next part is actually going to be very interesting. I only just suggested it, so eventually we could get on to what is considered to be the best case ever in this series, but that's neither here or there. We'll get to that case sometime later on, so yeah.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you know what tomorrow's for me, right?
I do not. Oh, I do, actually. Sorry. I do.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm planning on going to play Commander tomorrow, and then later on in the day going to Dave and Buster's out here.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know what else I will plan on doing tomorrow, but it's gonna be a great day for me, I think. By the way, speaking of tomorrow, also plan on catching up with Clash in Paris, and also I pre-ordered the standard version of the Mortal Kombat Classic Collection for the Nintendo Switch 2 as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you will have a very busy day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, all the better. These are all things you like, so I guess it makes a lot of sense.
Yep. All right. I guess I will see you later then.
Yep. And once again, happy birthday. I guess it's a little early, but all the same.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. This has been Dry Oasis. I've been your host, and these two have been my two co-hosts, Kirby and Snorlax. Say goodbye, Kirby and Snorlax. Bye. And let's see here. You can catch my friend FuzzyCow doing. You can catch my friend FuzzyCow on Twitch, I believe. Hold on a moment. Or whenever. Oh, I see the problem there. Well, I'm gonna... Well, yeah, let's see here. Hold on a moment. Making sure everything's all tight.
Wait, should I pull up to the door again?
And you can chat with my friend FuzzyCow. You might have their own stuff. Anyways, let's see here. Yep, you can follow FuzzyCow on YouTube as well. They are a great friend of mine. And let's see here. Let's see here. Rain channel. And now to end the stream. End the stream. Right? I hope that you've all had a great day so far, and if not, I hope the rest of your day is better or tomorrow is better for you. See you later and take care. Bye bye.